Hey everybody, welcome to the Be Weird broadcast. Welcome to the show. Already falling apart. It's the only show coming in live that has news. Only one. And I'm pretty sure that joke's been made before. Okay. So we got ourselves quite a busy day. Bunch of crazy stuff popped off over the last couple days. So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna hop right into it and then maybe play some Outer Wilds later. I'm just fixing up my setup here, which is totally something I was working on earlier. How y'all doing, everybody? How's everything going? We got ourselves an interesting day. I honestly can't believe how crazy things have been of late. I don't know what else to say other than good morning. Should be on the Hippy Dippy recruitment pool this Sunday. Just gotta figure out a headshot, and then we'll be up in on that. So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm wanting to get on to a bit more like discussion shows and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm just gonna check on something here. Yeah. Okay. So I think we got a new follow. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So Plumi, yeah, thanks for the follow. That's awesome. It's great. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. I think my Twitter follows and my Twitch follows are equal now, 61 and 61, something like that. But let's not dilly dally too long. Let's get into it. I'm just gonna drop the lo-fi a little bit. Okay. So we're actually gonna we'll start off with, I guess, some Canadian stuff, just because it's it just flows so clearly to me from the whole like American fascist movement that is very quickly emerging. And we're gonna talk about that a little bit more, about how it's in its legal phase and what that means. But right now there's a trucker convoy going across Canada, the Trucker Convoy 2022, as you can see, and it's being lampooned here as these people, you know, are rallying on disinformation and extremism, calling for like people to be strung up and stuff, like pretty crazy stuff. And of course Canada is represented by the Beaver. So it's been pretty wild. I think there is a news story on this. So trucker convoy, I'm honestly I don't know very much about this. I'm just becoming aware of it because it is a fringe minority. But we're gonna look for some videos on the matter. 22 minutes? No, that's okay. Okay, this is probably it. Oh yeah, I think this is the video I watched earlier. It's like all I really know about it.
A convoy of truckers and their supporters have been rolling through highways across the country. The group is protesting a federal vaccine mandate that came into effect January 15th, and it requires unvaccinated or partially vaccinated truck drivers crossing the Canada-U.S. border to quarantine for 14 days. Now, with more on this, let's bring in one of the truckers participating in what's being dubbed the Freedom Convoy or the Freedom Rally. That's Harold Jonker, who's joining us from Fort Erie this morning. Good morning, Harold.
Good morning, Candace.
Thanks for very good. Thanks so much for joining us.
So funny to me?
Let's dive right in. The truck convoy has been dubbed the Freedom Rally, as we mentioned.
The Freedom Rally.
What does that exactly mean to you, and
Freedom,
why
everybody.
did you want to participate?
I got involved with organizing the Niagara area to stand up for our freedoms. We've
My freedoms.
over the last 2 years have been dealing with a pandemic, and it's now been 2 years since they said 2 weeks to flatten the curve. And I think Canadians are saying we need to move on. We need to continue on in life, and we need to.
I hope this guy's double vaxxed.
End all mandates.
For
And
sure.
all
So,
mandates,
Harold,
cool.
we're hearing from politicians that 90% of truckers are vaccinated. So I'm just curious as to how this directly affects you. How does this quarantine affect you?
What's the problem here?
What it is I've I've been crossing the border for 22 years, and our company has 20 some trucks that have been crossing the border for about 8-9 years, and now all of a sudden half the guys are sitting at home and can't work. So it's going to affect a lot of Canadians, because about 2 million pounds are going to be not able to cross the border. I'm getting a phone call in, so hopefully my Zoom, my camera's is okay. But
Okay,
that's fair.
so let me jump ahead then. While there has been a lot of support, we're seeing that in the B-roll and all of this, this movement is gaining some negative attention as well, linked to hateful online rhetoric. So what's your response to those concerned about extremists veering into dangerous territory and maybe kind of hijacking what it is you hope to accomplish?
Hijacking, come on, lady.
Well, that's one thing we're very conscious of. There's always, with any protest, there's going to be some people that are going to try to make it something that it's not. And but yeah, we can't
there's no reasoning.
We can't control everybody, but we can control the message that's coming out, and the message is that we are not a violent.
Don't tread on me. What the fuck? Like, this is how you know their ideas are full of shit. They're driving on the sidewalk with a "Don't tread on me." Like, come on, a fucking decked out. What is that? A Humvee? Trucks, Humvees. And don't tread on me. Yeah, we're looking real, like, you guys got real principles there.
We're a group of people that are concerned. You got families that are supporting this. It's unbelievable how much support we're getting, and we didn't expect it to grow like this. I'm in Fort Erie, and it's just unbelievable. We're leaving here shortly, and it's just unbelievable how there's kids walking around here with their mothers, and so yeah,
what's that supposed to mean?
It's not going to go violent. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well,
it's
Harold,
not going to go violent. Okay. Let's just put a pin on that. Let's just put a pin on that.
Oh, we now have the story about the convoy coming to the capital.
CTV's Tyler Fleming reports some businesses will stay open, but others aren't taking any chances.
As the Freedom Convoy prepares to enter the capital, shops around downtown are getting ready too.
We just have been told there'll be extra protection and just take caution.
But at La Bottega in the Byward Market,
Saturday, it's business as usual here.
Owner Pat Nicastro says he's not expecting issues.
We've had a few people reach out and say, don't be concerned, we're there to shop, everything's going to be peaceful.
The convoy will arrive at Parliament Hill on Saturday to protest all COVID-19 mandates, and so far it has been
Complants? Roll that back.
Everything's really peaceful.
These people can't spell.
The convoy will arrive at Parliament Hill on Saturday to protest
United Non-Complants. How? You fucking idiot. Like, it's...
all COVID-19 mandates, and so far it has been peaceful. But
Jesus.
at Modahair on Murray Street,
they're giving us a 50-50 scenario.
Owner Vito DeCarey will close his salon.
To make it safe for our client and ourselves.
In case there is unrest.
I just hope my windows don't get crushed.
As for how many trucks will roll into Ottawa's Corp, there's no firm number. But to give you an idea of how big a big rig is, take a look at this map. The convoy will likely exit the 417 at Kent North to Wellington. That's 1,600 meters. It would take only 64 full-size trucks to fill the street.
I mean, part of what you can draw from that is that,
the convoy will likely exit the 417 at...
I almost want to say this is sort of like a labor rights movement, but that's kind of not what they're focused on, right? They're focused on the public health mandate rather than, like, you know, our work conditions are not suitable or whatever. So yeah, I don't really know.
Kent North to Wellington.
Seems like a bunch of hogs and chuds.
Meters. It would take only 64 full-size trucks to fill the street.
Our main objective is just to have safe flow of traffic.
Parking is no longer possible all around Parliament Hill down to the Queensway.
Wow.
Police recommend to avoid the area.
Wow.
Travel this weekend.
Friday afternoon, Saturday, we're expecting major delays
Holy
on our
cow.
highways.
Really?
We're the heart
So this
of
weekend it's happening.
Capital City. We see protests and activations like this all the time.
With thousands of people, not usually trucks, which are expected to jam city streets, but on Spark Street.
We'll put our bollards in for the weekend, which we don't normally do during the wintertime. But other than that, it's status quo.
has added safety for pedestrians, and while many shops may open,
we don't know what's going to happen.
Some are still on the fence.
But we're debating about tomorrow, if we open or not.
And just how long the convoy and its
today?
supporters will stay is yet to be determined.
Published
Fleming,
Friday.
CTV News.
This is published this morning, 4 a.m. So tomorrow, yeah. Okay, so yeah, today they're starting to arrive. Wow, okay. So it's happening. 300. Wow. That's pretty ridiculous. Okay. So yeah, things are heating up. What did Trudeau say? Trudeau?
To underline that close to 90% of truckers in this country are vaccinated, like close to 90% of Canadians.
Weird.
Over the past many months and years now, Canadians have stepped up to protect each other, to protect our frontline workers, to protect our elders, to protect our young people, to protect people like truckers who are putting food on our grocery store shelves.
Well,
Canadians have stepped up to do the right thing to protect the freedoms and the rights of Canadians to get back to the things we love to do. We know the way through this pandemic is by getting everyone vaccinated. And the overwhelming majority, close to 90% of Canadians, have done exactly that.
yeah, it's true. We're like one of the most vaccinated.
Small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
I love how he says everything right, and it always seems so empty. So scripted. What else we got here? Off-road new road. Okay, actually, this might be good. Okay, we're gonna get off mainstream news and start to dig in a little bit. Some raw.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, here we go. Holy shit. Look at this, everybody. Wow. Fuck Trudeau.
All the truckers out there who are doing this convoy, as a Canadian
What the
citizen here
fuck?
in Canada, I would like to thank all of you for fighting for us, for
What the fuck?
You guys are absolutely true and amazing Canadians. This is coming from someone in Oshawa, Ontario, here in
Yo,
Canada.
go fuck yourself.
Support all of you truckers who are heading off to Ottawa to support us as the Canadians.
Yo, that was a lot of people who were... Whoa! What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? What the holy shit! $70,000 views? Fucking yesterday? Holy shit, I thought this was kind of small, but yo, people are tapped into this. That's not good. I don't know, man, that's not good at all. That's wild. So this must have been like the 26th and they like cut it up because it's been edited. I wonder if it's the same footage. I don't know. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh fuck. They're all on their ham radios. They're all LARPing. Okay, that's crazy. I count hundreds of people there. That's a little upsetting. Wow. Wow, absolutely crazy. We're not even halfway through this. At least I'm seeing a lot fewer. At least I'm seeing like Canadian flags. Fuck Trudeau, like whatever. I don't care about that at all. I'm not seeing a lot of Don't Tread on Me or like QAnon stuff, and that's actually the more worrying stuff. People can be patriotic and rally behind truckers. It's not that big a deal. I just remember coming across a clip of at least one of the truckers saying some pretty nasty shit, like we're gonna go hang Trudeau and stuff. Like it's not good. But yeah, like this little mini economy here. People putting up boxes and stuff. Bunch of white folk. Yeah, this is just the, yeah, this looks familiar. Maybe not. Get 'em, guys. Yeah, that looks different. Man, absolutely wild. God keep our land free or whatever. Oh, jeez. Gosh, this is such a Canadian story. Dead of winter. Minus 20 out. People all got their cars running because you can't stand out there for longer than half an hour. You freeze your toes off. You see someone getting in now. People protesting from the cars. This actually is just astounding. This is pretty disgusting. I don't know. I don't see this as patriotic at all.
I was wondering that a bit ago.
This looks like a bunch of horse shit to me. Like, only in Canada can people drive to this for days, for weeks, to the capital to go protest. This doesn't happen in other countries. Like, usually the countries aren't that big. True North, strong and free. Oh gosh. Imagine wanting to be stuck. Do you wear your socks to keep my feet warm? Not sure what you mean by that, Zillow. Not sure what you mean by that. Do you wear your socks to keep my feet warm? Yeah, not sure what you mean by that, Zillow. All I know is that this is wild. Truck convoy in progress. Expect delays. Wow. Interesting. Because this is about to pop off like today, tomorrow. Apparently they're all arriving in Ottawa today. like 300 trucks. Wow. This is the part that amazes me, is that you keep seeing this. And it's like, 20, 30 people, but that's 20, 30 people willing to go drive out there and apparently appropriate government process.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, look at this shit. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Like, I understand it because, there's a lot of frustration that's built up. Politically, conservatives feel really marginalized right now, especially after the last election. They got shut out of power once again. But I don't think this is the right way to handle it, you guys. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so this is a very lefty take. But I think the reason... Viva la Canada, have a good day, Kami, peace out. Okay, later, Zello, have a good one, bye. Viva la Canada. I mean, that sounds like Spanish or Italian. Yeah, the reason why I'm so focused on this is because it very much seems like the legal side of fascism from America is kind of spilling over. So what's been making the news? Oh, and let's just finish off with O'Toole's thoughts on this.
Hi there, Mr. O'Toole. Thank you for doing this press conference. Listen, I'm wondering, the organizers of this convoy have espoused anti-Semitic,
Democrats are
homophobic,
Kappa Pride.
hateful views. One
Yes,
of the
anime.
chief
This is true.
organizers,
Oh, sorry,
has
missed that.
anti-Semitic, Islamophobic, racist, hateful views. One of the
Yeah.
chief organizers has said there's no way to solve this problem without bullets.
Ooh.
These people, the
Whoa.
organizers themselves, have been tied to groups like the Soldiers of Odin.
Yikes.
A hate group.
Whoa.
To be totally blunt with you, Mr. O'Toole, what are you thinking?
Wow.
What are you thinking? Identifying with this group, meeting with them.
Wow.
Parliamentary security has actually encouraged MPs to avoid the protest altogether because they've been doxing MPs' home addresses.
Holy
What are you thinking?
Wait, what?
Justin, you're identifying me with those groups. I am not.
Hi there, Mr. O'Toole.
Oh my God! Please tell me there's more of that.
Listen, I'm wondering.
What? Whoa! 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 Yo, this is my favorite thing about watching Canadians. Like sometimes their politics is like the average Joe will just have this. Yeah, I'm just an immunologist. I've been working in the field for 20 years. I have this very specific question. You just like watch people get ripped to shreds. But yeah, I always love watching O'Toole squirm because he's just bad at his job. He's just insanely bad at it. I feel so bad for conservatives sometimes. Like, Jesus, this is your rep? Fuck.
I was going to have remarks today based on our two-day caucus meeting and the report on our election result, but I'm not going to read my speech tonight because I've never seen the country more divided.
Yeah, here we go.
I've never seen a time that we need to come together more than now. After 2 years, Canadians are tired.
Do we care about his public statements, or do we just want to skip ahead to questions and answers? Because usually the questions are rare things. Like most of what he says is going to be pretty canned. Freedom this, we have to protect liberties that. Not have a voice in Ottawa. Yeah, exactly. The conservatives are marginalized.
Minister's fault. So how are you helping?
Here we go. You
meeting off the hill.
Tired. There's a fatigue in this country. There's division.
Yes.
And there's millions of people.
Look. We skipped 10 minutes, and it's ending how it started with like, people are tired and their voices aren't being heard. She's like, yes, you said that already. Okay, but these people are demanding freedom without thinking about the freedom to versus freedom from, and like they're all focused on their freedom to do what I want rather than the public's right to have freedom from being infected by a disease. Like it's like that's a major part of the equation. So let's see how he handles questions from regular Canadians.
Being heard. I want them to know that our MPs, our senators, and the leader of the Conservative Party will always be there to hear their voice.
Also, welcome to the chat. If you're new, give a follow and hang out for a bit.
I had asked also about you meeting off the hill with the.
Next question.
Mike two.
I Taylor with the Canadian Press. I'd
Canadian Press.
like to know how you think your speech tonight is helping. There are reports of some pretty extreme elements in this crowd, some violence towards journalists. There's reports that MPs are being warned. Some folks associated with the convoy are trying to get their address, and you're saying this is all the Prime Minister's fault. So how are you helping the situation when the country is so divided?
The country is divided, Stephanie. And it's a time as Canadians we need to come together. Everyone in a democracy deserves to have their voice, not just in an election, not just on the ballot box, but throughout this pandemic. People are worried, people are tired. I speak to parents all the time. Our own family feels that. Everyone should feel they can get a hearing here in Ottawa. That is why we're proposing solutions for the truckers, for other parts of our economy that are struggling right now. And it's also why our MPs have been listening to and meeting with working Canadians, including truckers. There are other groups using the plight of truckers to bring division, hatred, and we need to call that out and stamp it out because it's also depriving people's ability to have their voice heard.
It is incredible to watch Conservatives try to play up the labor card, like try to pretend they're pro-labor after like a century of being against. Like, what is happening
in Ottawa? So I'm calling on everyone, regardless of how you feel about the pandemic, whether you're Liberal, Conservative, NDP, let's call for calm. Everyone deserves to have their voice heard in a peaceful protest that is a democratic right. So let's take the temperature down and make sure we work together as Canadians in a time of...
Okay, but the guys you're defending are bringing the temperature up. So I hope you're talking to them and not to us.
Crisis, not against one another. C'est le temps de travailler ensemble en pleine pandémie. Et chaque Canadien, chaque Québécois mérite une voix ici à Ottawa, incluant les camionneurs. Et il y a des autres groupes qui vont utiliser les convois pour leurs intérêts, pour l'aine, pour les manifestations, mais c'est injuste aussi. On doit respecter la manifestation en paix, mais c'est pourquoi les conservateurs vont être là pour tous les Canadiens, mais j'aimerais voir une déescalation des tensions.
Okay, good luck
I'd
with
like to know how you think Andrew Scheer saying Justin Trudeau is the biggest threat to freedom in Canada is taking the temperature down. Same with other of your MPs and critics, frankly, saying that he's pushing a vaccine vendetta. How are these statements taking the temperature down in the country?
Good question.
We all have to play a role to take the temperature down. There is frustration out there, Stephanie, and I know it. Our caucus knows it. I'm sure Mr. Trudeau knows it. This is why we have not supported approaches that sees pink slips in the pandemic. This was an issue Mr. Trudeau used to divide in the election, and it's caused division. So let's take the temperature down. Let's propose solutions. Let's make sure nobody loses their house, their family, their livelihood in a crisis. We can now, at the fifth wave, manage COVID-19 in a way that's safe, effective, and fair. So I'm willing to work with all parties, all provincial governments, to take the temperature down and make sure that nobody thinks their voice isn't welcome or warranted in Ottawa. You shouldn't have to have friends in high places or lobbyists to get your voice heard in Ottawa. That is why we will be meeting with many different truckers and many different industry groups over the coming days.
Mike 1.
Good evening, Mr. O'Toole. Marc-Andre Cossette with Global News. Organizers of this weekend's truckers' demonstration have promised that the protest will be peaceful, but we do know that Ottawa Police has said it is planning for the potential risk of violence. We have seen more than a few supporters at this point saying that they hope the demonstrations will turn violent, some comparing it to last year's January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Yeah, exactly.
There are concerns about extremists infiltrating this movement. How concerned are you about those extremist elements that seem to be latching on to this protest?
Yeah, good question.
Let's call out extremist elements and make sure that they're called out and flagged. In fact, the truckers themselves need to make sure their voice is heard. And we know, and I'm glad the organizers are trying to make sure that other groups aren't using the plight of working Canadians to advance issues of discrimination, of hate, of chaos. As someone who served in the military, protecting our institutions and our democracy and our rights is critical. And I think we all have a role to make sure that there's peaceful protest and zero tolerance for anybody promoting violence, promoting hatred or discrimination. We all should take a role to make sure that is called out.
Journalists covering the convoy so far have been subjected to vile abuse, physical assault, even death threats for their coverage. Meanwhile, your predecessor, Mr. Scheer, has accused journalists of working overtime to discredit the protesters. Your finance critic, Mr. Poliev, has also criticized journalists for exposing extremist elements that have attached themselves to the protest. Do you condemn threats against journalists, and what conduct do you expect from your caucus in the coming days? Given that among the people who plan to protest peacefully, there is a documented presence of extremists, some of whom are calling for harm to journalists.
I respect the job journalists do.
Do you?
In fact, it's a critical job in our democracy. I'm in this room often. I often will disagree sometimes with the exchanges we have, but what our democracy needs is a bright light on everything. And that's what I want to see. There should not be violence or intimidation against anyone, including members of the press.
Okay,
and we have to make sure
let's see your culture follow through.
To make sure their voice is heard, don't have their voice stolen by other groups that use that attention to advance sinister or other motives. And this is what we're going to have to try and make sure happens, which is why I'm calling for calm, which is why I'm calling for those groups to not steal the voice of these working Canadians, and why we have to make sure
credit where credit's due. Like, at least our Conservatives aren't batshit crazy like the Republicans down south who are just like, No. These are all good people. These are all very fine people.
But the division, the frustration, and the emotion in this country right now does not boil over.
And we'll now take questions from the phone. Operator, do we have a first question?
Questions from the phone.
The first question from Catherine Levick, National Post. Please go ahead.
Oh, National Post.
Hi, Mr. O'Toole. Just going back to the protest, who will you be meeting with specifically, and when and where will that meeting be taking place?
Good question.
We have been, as a caucus, including Melissa Lantsman, our shadow minister, and many of our MPs have been speaking with individual truckers, with organizations, with hauling companies. We're in the process now of firming those up. What I've been trying to do over the last few days is try and make sure that I can speak to representative truckers from each part of the country that are here. As I've said, I think everyone deserves to have their voice heard. This needs to be a peaceful protest. But at a time where a lot of people feel that they're being shut out of discussions here in Ottawa, we have to make sure that those voices can be heard in a way that's effective and safe.
Okay, so just to follow up on that, do you have a meeting set, or are you trying to have a meeting? And I just had another question on the report. I just wanted to know if you confirm that you accept all the recommendations from the Cumming report, and what will change specifically going forward in your party and in your leadership?
Yeah, good question.
Well, thanks. A question on the Cumming report. Our caucus heard the report today. Our National Council and our Conservative Fund will all be briefed on the Cumming report. It's review of what went right, what went wrong, and its recommendations. Some of those relate to me. Leadership starts at the top. There were areas I fell short, including especially in the last 10 days. There were areas where our policy, our tour, other things fell short. And a big learning is our need to reach out to new Canadians, cultural communities that are such an important part of this country.
I think this report is like the post-mortem from the election they lost. They're like trying to figure out where they went wrong. And I think one of the major findings was that he overmanaged. He was just like had his fingers in too many pies.
Because of the pandemic and because of some of our own policies of the past, we have to build trust, particularly with cultural groups. And so there'll be a set of plans that come out of these meetings where our caucus, our party, and the entire Conservative Party organization will commit to plans based on these recommendations, because we have to make sure we bring more Canadians into our party, make sure that their voices are being heard so that we can win the next election. On a reçu le rapport de James Cumming et on a reçu beaucoup de recommandations sur moi, sur ma performance pendant la campagne, particulièrement dans les 10 derniers jours. On a reçu des recommandations sur les politiques, la tournée, et maintenant, notre caucus, nos partisans et nos funds vont travailler sur un plan basé sur les recommandations de M. Cumming.
Yo boy.
Opérateur, prochaine question.
Prochaine question.
Thank you. Merci. The next question, Justin Lee, freelance, please go ahead.
Hi there, Mr. O'Toole. Thank you for doing this press conference. Listen, I'm wondering, the organizers of this convoy have espoused...
Wait, that is an interesting... This is the first non-mainstream press.
Opérateur, prochaine question.
Thank you. Merci. The next question, Justin Lee, freelance, please go ahead.
Freelance. Did I hear that right?
Thank you. Merci. The next question, Justin Lee, freelance, please go ahead.
Hi there, Mr. O'Toole. Thank you for doing this press conference. Listen, I'm wondering, the organizers of this convoy have espoused anti-Semitic, Islamophobic, racist, hateful views. One of the chief organizers has said there's no way to solve this problem without bullets.
Yikes.
You know, these people, the organizers
yeah, this is the clip that went viral.
Tied to groups like the Soldiers of Odin, a hate group. To be totally blunt with you, Mr. O'Toole, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Identifying with this group, meeting with them. The Parliamentary Security has actually encouraged MPs to avoid the protest altogether because they've been doxing MPs' home addresses.
Yikes.
What are you thinking?
Justin, you're identifying me with those groups. I am not. In fact, as you know, 3 weeks ago, I proposed something for truckers specifically. There was no mention of a convoy. The truckers are working Canadians who are frustrated, who in some cases are losing jobs because of mandates. Mandates we opposed in the election and proposed alternate tools to keep people safe and the economy moving. A lot of those mandates, the restrictions, the lockdowns, are causing a fatigue in this country. In fact, the truckers' plight is a symbol. And the convoy is being used by others. So I condemn all those groups, Justin, and I would hope after my work on the Hill for almost 9 years, you would know that I do. But I want to make sure that if people are worried about losing their home, they're worried about their kids' well-being, and they think that Ottawa is ignoring them and they're tired of lockdowns, I will always make sure I listen to them while condemning the conduct you're talking about.
Respectfully, Mr. O'Toole, no one would criticize you for meeting with truckers skeptical of the mandate, but the organizers of this rally, the folks who put it together, the folks who collected the money, the folks who organized the routes, who are keeping in touch with the segments of this trip, they're the ones who are involved with these groups.
Yeah,
so
that's the problem.
Condemn it when you're willing to meet with the very organizers who are pushing these troubling views.
Yes, great
Justin,
question.
Once again,
incredible question.
I'm meeting with truckers that are part of the convoy.
Yeah.
I'm not meeting with the organizers of the convoy.
Oh my God.
oppose the Conservative Party of Canada. I want to make sure that people along the way, which is why I've been trying to meet a cross-section of people from different parties.
Stop.
I'm meeting with truckers that are part of the convoy. I'm not meeting with the organizers of the convoy. In fact, from what I understand, some of them oppose the Conservative Party of Canada. I want to make sure that people along the way, which is why I've been trying to meet a cross-section of people from different parts of the country.
Bipartisanship, everybody.
And I will, with my loudest voice,
The people. Yeah, he's meeting. He's meeting with. He's gonna find all the liberals that are in the truck convoy waving their "Don't tread on me, freedom rocks" flags.
Plight of people frustrated with the pandemic or frustrated with losing their job to advance harmful, discriminatory, or hateful messages. And I don't think it helps when we're trying to suggest we're going to listen to Canadians who are frustrated that we're in some way endorsing people that are connected to this.
Oh, look, now you're attacking the journalist for his question. Isn't that interesting?
I can't say it enough. People that are frustrated, that are working Canadians that just want to be heard, I will make sure we always are there to listen. People that are advancing horrific agendas, I will make sure I call out that conduct and try and rally the better angels of nature of Canadians at a time.
Yeah, I love how, like, when you call out that culture, it's always just like this very vague, like racism doesn't exist in any individual. It's just like this vague thing we don't like.
Our country's divided at a time, we're still at a time of crisis.
But you meet with people who are part of
I'll
soldiers.
take everyone at the mics right now.
I'm curious about that Soldiers of Odin claim.
Monsieur Scheer dit que M. Trudeau, c'est la pire menace aux droits des Canadiens. Est-ce que c'est vrai?
Qu'est-ce que c'est de la question encore?
Trudeau, c'est la pire menace aux droits des
Oh, est-ce que M. Trudeau c'est la pire menace?
Canadiens. Est-ce que c'est vrai?
Tout le monde sont fatigués. Tout le monde sont frustrés, particulièrement avec le gouvernement. Et M. Trudeau est le Premier ministre. Il y a beaucoup de frustration avec les politiques de confinement. Et après 2 ans, on n'a pas un approvisionnement suffisant des tests de dépistage rapide. On a seulement des confinements pour lutter contre la COVID-19. Les Canadiens, les Québécois méritent mieux que ça. Et comme chef, je vais avoir une autre approche, une autre tonne sur quelques enjeux. Mais notre équipe, les Canadiens en général, sont fatigués après 2 ans.
Répondu à ma question qui parlait des commentaires de M. Scheer. Je vous pose cependant une autre question, si je puis. Vous dites que le convoi est légitime, mais vous n'allez pas rencontrer les organisateurs, parce que les organisateurs véhiculent des messages de haine et de violence.
Oui.
Est-ce que, et tout à l'heure dans votre déclaration, vous avez dit, je vais rencontrer, et vous avez laissé un peu vague camionneurs et convois, il a fallu qu'on vous pousse pour que vous expliquiez tout ça. Est-ce qu'en
So he's saying, like, hey, you said that you're not going to meet with the organizers who have said some, like, mean and hateful things, but we're going to push you on that. Like, what's the specifics here?
Entretenant ce flou-là, vous n'êtes pas justement en train de donner une légitimité au convoi.
Non, j'ai dit...
You're giving legitimacy to the convoy.
Les camionneurs sont légitimes. Et les inquiétudes avec les camionneurs, les personnes qui peuvent perdre leur emploi à cause des mesures pendant la pandémie. Et pendant l'élection, j'ai proposé des autres mesures. On a perdu d'où l'élection, mais c'est pourquoi je m'oppose les mesures strictes comme ça en pleine pandémie. Et c'est pourquoi je vais toujours être là pour les travailleurs canadiens, québécois, tout en opposant les manifestants et les groupes d'aide.
Ian Bailey, Globe and Mail. 2 questions on the Cummings report. Have you made changes to your office, or will you be making changes to your office as a result of the Cummings report?
Thanks, Ian. The Cummings report we just discussed as a caucus today. The National Council and Fund, I understand, are being briefed on it today or tomorrow. The intention here is to make changes. Myself, as leader, I'm responsible for the loss. And I want to make sure that we gain the confidence of more Canadians. So I will make changes myself to our team, to our strategy, and within our party. And our MPs and our entire party structure will be part of that change.
What did you learn from the Cummings report about your own personal political style that will change your outreach to Canadians seeking their support before and during the next election?
There's a lot I had to learn, and there's a lot that went well. There's things that didn't. And this is the first time our party's ever been forthright like this, and I hope Canadians see it for what it is. It's our attempt to make sure that we learn, we win your trust, and I did these type of reviews in the military and in the private sector. The studio cut me off from meeting more Canadians. We were told that we should have been doing more tour, more events. I got comments.
Okay, all right. The only other thing I could find on this, I'm actually, Winnipeg Free Press seemed to have a story on it, but their site's bugged out, so I can't find the content, so I don't actually know what's going on there. But let's see here. AlbertaPolitics.ca, online fundraising campaign for rolling truck blockades to protest vaccine mandates linked to right-wing separatist groups. This is the closest I could get to this claim that the Soldiers of Odin had some connections. So let's see here. An online fundraising campaign organized by a person associated with the Maverick Party and other Western separatist causes now indicates it has raised close to $2 million in the week to bankroll highway disruptions by truckers angry at Ottawa for imposing a vax mandate on cross-border essential workers. The Freedom Convoy 2022 campaign's GoFundMe page showed donations of $1.9 million Saturday. So that was a week ago. Let's see where it's at right now. Yo, someone donated $25,000 anonymously. What the fuck? To our fellow Canadians, the time for political overreach is over. Amazing. Yes, the time for political overreach is over. Our current government is implementing rules and mandates that are destroying the foundation of our businesses, industries, and livelihoods. I mean, it's not true. Canadians have been integral to the fabric of humanity in many ways that have, these guys have such a ridiculous idea of who they are. We are a peaceful country that has helped protect nations across the globe from tyrannical governments, not recently, who oppress their people. And now it seems it is happening here because of a public health mandate. Like, shut the fuck up. We are taking our fight to the doorsteps of our federal government and demanding that they cease all mandates against its people. What if the majority of people enjoy those mandates? Doesn't sound like you really give a shit about democracy. Small businesses are being destroyed, homes are being destroyed, and people are being mistreated and denied fundamental necessities to survive. You mean like the fundamental necessity, like healthcare? We're doing all this shit to protect our healthing industry so that, you know, it doesn't collapse on us. I'm pretty sure doctors and nurses are part of the fundamental necessity to survive during a pandemic. Call me crazy. It's our duty as Canadians to put an end to this mandates. This is what we're up against. It is imperative that this happens because if we don't, our country will no longer be the country we have come to love. Okay, you're scared of change. We are doing this for our future generations capitalized for some reason and to regain our lives back. We are asking for donations, capitalized, to help with the costs of fuel first and hopefully food and lodgings to help ease the pressures of this arduous task. It's a small price to pay for our freedoms. We thank you all. And you know this is an older person because they're doing the double space thing. You don't see younger generations do the double space. So that's how you know this is written by a fucking boomer who owns shit. We thank you all for your donations and know that you are helping reshape this once beautiful country back to the way it was. Yo, boy. In order for your generous donations, not capitalized for some reason, just some things are capitalized, some things are not. The good people at GoFundMe will be sending your donations directly to our bulk fuel supplier and are working out the details now, which means your hard-earned money is going straight to who it was meant for and need not flow through anyone else. Triple space. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Any leftover donations will be donated to a credible veterans organization, which will be chosen by the donors. Money raised will be dispersed to our truckers to aid them with the cost of the journey. Funds will be spent. Fuck, man. Yesterday, we have some great news to share with all of you. We have received confirmation that GoFundMe has released our first batch of funds and is initiating our first transfer. We can't thank you enough for your patience. Sadly, the legacy media felt it was necessary to publish news articles implying that the GoFundMe had frozen our funds for a variety of outrageous reasons. In reality, the temporary hold was due to international banking regulations, which dictate many of GoFundMe policies. This looks like it was written by a lawyer. Look at the difference in text. This is much tighter, much cleaner. Due diligence, look at the difference in language. No more double, triple space. BJ Dichter. Yeah, I guess those are the two people. That's fucked up. Yo, how did somebody raise... Yo, what is happening? So it might be that Soldiers of Odin, here we go. Most of the donations are relatively small, some as high as 10,000. We just saw one for like 25. Let's see here. such protests, yada, yada, yada. In a statement Saturday, the Canadian Trucking Alliance said, quote, does not support and strongly disapproves of any protests on public roadways, highways, and bridges. CTA believes such actions, especially those that interfere with public safety, are not how disagreements with government policy should be expressed. Yeah, that seems bloody obvious, but, you know, they're protesting public safety, the public health mandate. So what do you expect? Wow. Okay, so apparently Tamara Lich has a history of association with radical groups, including the recently formed federal separatist Maverick Party in Alberta. In her past, Lich was regional coordinator for Wexit. Oh my God, these people are screaming for patriotism in my country and they wanted to secede. Stop. Okay, we're digging deeper. Says on the Daily Hive that she's not affiliated with extremist groups. Okay, that's not a good look. Let's see here. Just go Tamara Lich. Maverick Party. Sacred. Born and raised, relocating to Medicine Hat. But yeah, here's the Maverick Party. Who we are, platform. Yada, yada, yada. 5 constitutional changes that would bring fairness back to the West, while Track B proposes laying the foundation for the creation of a Western nation. Wow. These people were for Wexit, weren't they? Okay, where is it? Indigenous relations. Yeah, I bet. This is so fucking bad. Adobe stock. Okay. Is Maverick? This is just too much work. Maverick Party advocates for constitutional changes to benefit the independence of Western Canada. Party has its roots in Alberta separatism. Yeah, no shit. Did not run candidates in ridings where there is a strong possibility of a Lib or a New Democrat. Has been led by former Conservative Party of Canada House Leader Jay Hill since the resignation of the party's first leader, Peter Downing. Hill came out of retirement to act as the interim leader. Yikes, he wants to do what Bloc Québécois has done for Quebec, so that's fair, but it doesn't seem like they were able to get off the ground. Look at that, 0.21, fucking get out of here. Look at this old geezer. Yeah, we're going to take political leadership from you. Yeah, on January 11, 2020, a Wexit rally, so a few days after January 6th, a Wexit rally was held at the Alberta Legislature grounds with the goal of collecting the 84 signatures. Yeah, so these are Wexiteers. Incredible. Okay, this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. Where's the GoFundMe? Yeah, GoFundMe. Oh, will you not do that, please? I want this. Here we go. Let's go back to that fundraiser. Here, you can watch me live tweet. $7 million? Incredible. Capital. Oh, that's really got me. Isn't it Capitol? No. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. There is a difference. No, it happens to be the United States Congress. What's her name? Tamara Lich. I don't know how to lampoon this any harder. And then we want this. Okay, there we go. That's the tweet. That's wild to me. Absolutely wild. Okay. So that was a long segment. Holy cow. It's 8:10. So this really feeds in nicely. Like this goes right along with what's going on with the whole book burning thing. Or book banning. Books being banned. So here's an image that went viral. Books being banned in a Texas high school. You can see they're rolling out some books. So that's bad. And apparently, this is happening in a few states, at least 2. This one's, I think, from what I read, is just like a lone wolf. Some crazy principal in Kent, Washington has removed a series of books quietly. So that's not good. That's not good. She is about to excoriate the Texas, the Granbury, Texas school board for banning those books, that picture we just saw. So I'm going to go to the washroom, but I'm going to play this first, and then we can chat about it.
The top 3% of my class. I'm on track to graduate with a multiplier in my degree and with distinction. And I don't say any of this to sit here and talk about myself or to brag, but I simply want to emphasize to y'all who it is that is upset about this book ban. And it's not just delinquents who want to read smut. It's honor students who want access to the full extent of their education. I'm not going to sit here and talk about the complete slippery slope that book banning leads to, because I learned from a book that I checked out from my school's library that I don't need to resort to logical fallacy to make a point. I'm simply going to say that no government, and public school is an extension of government, has ever banned books and banned information from its public and been remembered in history as the good guys. I also want to question, who is making this decision? I count probably, I'm going to say 10 people here. I'm not going to waste my time and count. And then one politician and whoever's on this board, that's under 50 people sitting and deciding the information that thousands of students are going to have access to. And those people, like everyone else, like myself included, are going to be subject to prejudice. I don't mean this in a racial way. I don't mean this in a sexual way. I mean it in the purest sense of the word, being that their opinions are going to change what books that they think are and aren't appropriate. And I think that that is entirely undemocratic. Opinions should not justify what information children have access to, because We need to be able to see all sides of opinions, whether they're wrong or right, to determine for ourselves what's wrong or right, or we raise mindless citizens. I understand that at 16, I've not yet legally earned the right to decide for myself what is and isn't right for me. What I'm here to question is that I'm not going to throw names because I know that's their livelihood, but I've yet to talk to a single teacher who's happy about this. My parents did not receive anything about this. This was not put up to a vote.
Get him.
So I understand that adults have to make decisions for me, but the community has the right to decide, as opposed to 50 tops people putting in their opinions toward this and limiting everything else.
Yeah, she really crushed it. I remember. Y'all banning books. It's crazy. And apparently there might be some hog watch. But I don't think I really care. This was interesting. This is Sarah Palin being caught dining while COVID positive.
We're gonna go to your place after.
Citizen journalist. And just for context, she's waving at the camera, but they're in an indoor-outdoor eating. Indoor-outdoor. It's outside, but you just surround it with walls and put up some heat lamps in every single corner. And people eating coats.
Hi there. Are any of you guys concerned that she tested positive for COVID?
This is great.
I'm just curious.
Are you looking for trouble?
Looking for trouble?
Are you looking for trouble?
Are you gonna hurt?
Oh. Are you gonna hurt? And then he gets attacked. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Her court case is postponed because she has COVID. The day before, she dined indoors in the same restaurant unvaccinated, while NYC is forcing everyone, even children aged 5 and older, to be vaccinated in order to dine indoors. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, that's about right. So that's bad. Here's some more legal fascism. Apparently, Arizona bill would allow legislature to overturn election results.
Writing that it contained, quote, faulty analysis. The Maricopa County Elections Department released a report on Wednesday slamming the audit commissioned by the state's GOP-led Senate, writing that it contained, quote, faulty analysis and inaccurate claims. Quote, after an in-depth analysis and review of the reports and presentations issued by the Senate's contractors, we determined that nearly every finding included faulty analysis, inaccurate claims, misleading conclusions, and a lack of understanding of federal and state election laws, the report reads.
Oh my God, what? An arch-conservative member of Arizona State House of Reps has proposed a mammoth overhaul of the state's voting procedures that would allow legislatures to overturn the results of a primary or general election after months of unfounded allegations and partisan audits. The bill, introduced by State Representative John Fillmore, would substantially change the way Arizonans vote by eliminating most early and absentee voting and requiring people to vote in their home precincts rather than at vote centers set up around the state. Most dramatically, Fillmore's bill would require the legislature to hold a special session after an election to review election processes and results and to, quote, accept or reject the election results. The proposal comes after Biden became the first Democrat since former President Clinton to win Arizona's electoral votes. He defeated former President Trump there by just under 11,000 votes, or about 0.3 of a percentage point. Wow. Ever since, Arizona Republicans have been riven between election denialists who have pushed to investigate or overturn those results, and more mainstream legislators and government Doug Ducey, who have tried to move on. An audit conducted by an inexperienced firm called Cyber Ninjas, who failed to uncover evidence of fraud or miscounting. They were they cocked up in every possible way imaginable. But Fillmore said at a committee hearing Wednesday he still does not believe the reports he has seen, though he has maintained his skepticism has little to do with the ultimate winner bullshit. Quote, I don't care what the press says. I don't trust ABC, CBS, NBC, or Fox or anybody out there. Everybody's lying to me, and I feel like I have a couple hundred ex-wives hanging around me, Fillmore said. This is not a President Biden thing. This is not the other redheaded guy thing. We should vote We should have voting, in my opinion, in person one day on paper with no electronic means and hand counting that day. We need to get back to 1958 style voting. Oh my God. Arizona Republicans who shepherded through major overhauls of voting rights last year are continuing their efforts to change election procedures in this year's session. Legislators have introduced dozens of measures to change procedures around absentee ballots, which the vast majority of Arizona voters use to cast their votes, as well as rules about where people can vote and how election administrators go about cleaning up the voter rolls. So yeah, the devil's in the details here, and it really looks like this is it. Like, these are the nail in the coffin for democracy. Fillmore's legislation is unlikely to gain much traction, but it is a sign that some Republicans have embraced the idea that legislators should have veto power over the will of the voters if they do not like the results. Oh my God, that's not good. So yeah, this is a picture of Stuart Rhodes, the leader of the Oath Keepers, in the tunnel he dug in his backyard to escape the feds. I believe he just got a bunch of years in federal prison. Okay, Biden says this is some more shit. This is starting to get pretty heavy. This is the Daily Mail, so not the best source going on here. Biden told Zelensky on Thursday to brace his country for a certain Russian invasion. Yeah, it seems like it's happening. Biden told Zelensky that invasion is virtually certain and to prepare for impact, CNN reported. He said Kyiv could be sacked by Russian forces. What's the actual source on this? It's just going to be more Daily Mail shit. Okay, so yeah, things are heating up. We're going to watch this. YouTube doubles down on removing dislikes and probably going to dislike it.
So YouTube has decided to double down on what is possibly their most unpopular decision to date, removing the dislike button from the platform. Well, gimping its functionality by having the dislike count no longer be public. So Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube, is also in favor of the dislike button's removal. She spoke out recently about the supposed benefits of its removal in this video, our 2022 priorities. So let's go ahead and listen to what she had to say.
We also heard from many of you about the removal of the public dislike count on YouTube, and I know that this decision was controversial. Some of you mentioned dislikes helped you decide what videos to watch, but dislikes were never shown to people on the homepage, search results, up next screens, where users were most likely to choose a video. People dislike videos for many reasons, including some that have nothing to do with the video, which means that it's not always an accurate way to select which videos to watch. We also saw the dislike count harming parts of our ecosystem through dislike attacks, as people actively work to drive up the number of dislikes on a creator's video.
Hate rates.
And these dislike attacks often targeted smaller creators and those just getting started. So we experimented with removing the dislike
Hey, I've been at
millions of videos
that's happened to me.
Over many months.
From
every way
right-wing
we looked
conservatives.
at it, we did not see a meaningful difference in viewership, regardless of whether or not there was a public dislike count. And
You hear that, Chuds? All of you saying that I need my dislike count to decide what videos I'm gonna watch are just lying, because you can't even see how many likes or dislikes a video has until you actually click on it. Checkmate, Chuds.
Got him.
Well, actually, Susan, here's the thing. Simply clicking on a video doesn't necessarily mean you're actually going to watch it. I mean, I clicked on this video and I didn't really watch it. I basically just scrolled through to your segment to talk about the dislike button getting removed.
Yeah,
but people might click on a video and then click off of it because they think it looks dumb, or maybe the audio is all messed up. There's probably an endless number of reasons why someone would choose not to watch a video the whole way through. And if you really want to get technical, the YouTube platform itself doesn't even count just clicking on a video as a view. You actually have to watch the video for some arbitrary amount of time. And I also think if you're watching it from an IP address that belongs to something like a Tor exit node or maybe certain proxies, then YouTube still won't count that as a view anyway, even if you watch it the whole way through. And the reason for that is to avoid people using bots to watch their videos, to inflate the views, and then make the video get even more traction.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's one particular genre of videos where the like to dislike ratio is actually a very important factor in determining whether or not you watch the video. That's the DIY and tutorial videos.
Yeah.
on YouTube.
That's a good point.
So I actually watch a lot of these videos because I'm that kind of guy that tries to fix stuff whenever it breaks instead of calling someone to fix it for me. I wouldn't really say that I'm a handyman. Obviously not, since I'm getting advice to fix things from YouTube videos.
DIY, yeah.
But one of the first things that I look at, and I suspect a lot of other people do this as well, is I look at the like to dislike ratio. And if it's something like less than 75% likes, then that tells me that something is probably up. Something about this video is probably incorrect. And then the secondary metric that I go and look at is the comments, which isn't always a very good metric, and I'll get in more to that in a minute. But take this video as an example. So this is a real-world example of a video that I looked up to fix my microwave. I had to replace some of the interlock switches, and now it runs fine.
Nice.
But one of the first steps was to discharge the capacitor so that you don't get electrocuted when working on it.
Yeah.
Now, there's a few things that are wrong with this video. First of all, the guy is going to discharge it with pliers, which isn't the best or safest way to do it. That's kind of the quick and dirty method. And I don't even think the pliers that he was using had a rubber grip. He's not using rubber gloves.
Oh
so
my God, what are you doing?
this video, which actually comes up first when you search how to discharge a high voltage capacitor, it should really be called how to electrocute yourself at home with a small appliance. Now, luckily for this guy, the capacitor was already discharged. And I'm pretty sure of that because there was no spark when he went and tried to short it out with the pliers.
Wow.
But judging by just the amount of views that this video got, it's over 100,000.
It's crazy.
And the fact that this is not the kind of video that people just look at for fun, like a good portion of people who looked up this video probably had a high voltage capacitor that they had to discharge. I would imagine that at least one person has electrocuted themselves by following the instructions in this video. Now, some people might say, oh, you don't need a dislike count to figure out if the video is bad or incorrect. You could just look at the comments. But the problem with that is comments can be deleted for a whole bunch of different reasons. In fact, a lot of comments that are pointing out a screw-up that somebody made in their video will likely get automatically deleted by YouTube depending on the language that the person used, because it could be considered bullying. Even if you say things like just calling someone stupid or calling them an idiot, YouTube's AI is probably going to shadow ban that comment, so nobody else is actually going to be able to see it. And of course, if the content creator themselves has a fragile ego, they could always just delete your comment as well. But they can't remove your dislikes from a video without just hiding the like and dislike count. Well, I mean, YouTube, they went ahead and already hid the dislikes for everyone, of course, but back in the good old days, completely disabling the ratings on your video was the only option. And generally, that's a red flag for me. If somebody disables the ratings on their video, that tells me that their video sucks and it isn't worth watching, especially if it's a DIY video that I'm trying to learn something from. And as far as the whole removing dislikes to stop dislike attacks on somebody's videos or to try and stop smaller creators from getting bullied by a whole bunch of dislikes. I mean, for one, the content creators can still see the dislikes on their videos. So if someone feels bad by pixels on a screen, by a number of thumbs down next to a video, then this update really hasn't fixed that anyway.
No.
But in terms of harming a smaller channel with dislike attacks, I don't even think that that's really something that you can do. I mean, for one, if people are clicking on a video to dislike it, there's a chance that that's going to create more views on the video. Like I said, it's a little bit more arbitrary than that, than just clicking on a video for it to count as a view. But some of those are going to count, and that seems to be much more effective in stimulating the algorithm, is actually getting a whole bunch of views on a video, and then it just snowballs from there. I don't think dislikes actually affect the algorithm very much. I've seen lots of videos that have a whole lot of views and they also have a whole lot of dislikes. So in terms of harming the creator, at least financially, no, I don't think that that's the case, because how much you get paid on YouTube is determined by your views multiplied by your RPM. So you could just put out trash content on YouTube that people hate and you can still make a killing. I mean, just look at Nikado Avocado. his videos get tons of dislikes, but this kid is making bank on
right now,
social media.
1.6
And as
to
far as the
244.
bullying part, honestly, that just comes with the territory. If you put yourself out there and you do a thing on the internet, there's going to be people who criticize you. I know it sucks, but that's just the reality of the world. There's going to be people that try to bully you and make you feel bad. That's just reality. Nobody's forcing you to be a celebrity on the internet. It's a decision that you made. And
no, don't tell
that's
me.
one
Don't
of the
tell me that. I don't want to know. No, stop. Okay, so this is anti-work. There was this disastrous interview. I don't even know if I can cover it. It's just so stomach churning. Oh god, it's so hard to watch. Oh god, I don't even know if I can do it. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh no. Can we watch this interview again? Is there enough people who care? I feel like we should just go to gaming. Some bad vibes, man. This was funny.
We're gonna maybe see another tornado. Maybe it's a hurricane this time.
Watch her.
Are we?
She's the one playing.
That'll be fun.
It's not working.
What's happening in here?
You know, just a little. No, okay, just a little. You know, a little something.
All right. Oh,
little tricks.
The wingsuit's so cool, and
We're chilling. I'm getting in. Let's go.
All right. Where do I go?
Where do I go?
Where do I go?
She's
I'm
trying-
gonna go E. I'm gonna go E.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, come on.
She's trying to pretend like she's gaming, but it's just like it's falling apart live. Oh boy. Okay. All right. We're gonna switch over to gaming. We're gonna play some Outer Wilds. I think I figured out the next step. Outer Wilds. And yeah, let's switch this up. And we're gonna update our Twitch. Okay, let's go. All right. Outer Wilds, everybody. Yeah. It's loading. Let's see if there's anything we missed. Yeah, I can't believe how long it took to go over the news. That was an hour and a half. It was like my longest news segment. Okay, let's go. Okay, check to see any new information. Just that there's more to see at that one room. Okay, we'll let the auto drive fix us up. Now we searched and searched and searched and searched. Maybe I have to search like the outside of the stranger after the shield goes off. Like maybe that's when the explosion happens. So let's go around to the other side so we have access to the ship. Yeah. Okay, I think I went the right way. Oh, not actually what I want to do, but yeah, okay. Okay, we're gonna go through one of the regular entrances. Yeah, okay, we're in the right spot. Alright, let's go. Let's go, everybody. Oh, I'm just gonna bring up chat real quick. Okay, we're gonna kind of sneak past this because we're actually gonna head over. Wait, what's going on? Wait, did I like pass? Oh, I did pass the first village. Shit. Okay. I gotta figure out where there's another one of those. Okay, we're gonna go this way. And then I'm gonna try to find... Oh, what is that? That hidden gorge? You have to head down this path. And then we're gonna hard brake. Whoa, going fast. Yeah, there's the gorge. This way. Because I think if we go here, we'll be able to find the thing I was supposed to get at the first village. Okay, yeah, this thing. Okay, so we are going to maybe check out that hidden room. Okay, back in our favorite spot. Let's cross the bridge. Pretty sure, yeah, I do have an access point here. We need one of those point and shooty things. I'm pretty sure if I just jump. Oh, almost died. Okay, made it to the secret location that I still don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay, this is where there's like a passcode and apparently a giant chain in the back. Just like what I need going on over there. Yeah, and then this leads back to here, and yes, there is a... That's exactly what I was coming here for. Okay, so we got the artifact. And the reason I wanted it was because after the dam bursts, I'm gonna go into that anchor. And maybe I can just hack this. Right? No, it's gonna take forever. It'll take forever to hack. 5 options, 5 by 5. Like that's, yeah, it's quite a few options to go through. Okay, so I guess we're just kind of hanging out. I don't really know what to search at this point. This also feels a bit like a dead end. Right? Yeah, a kind of death. Death if I fall. So let's go back. I guess we use this to get back to the hidden gorge. Nothing behind these, right? It's just like where they changed. Just so that they didn't have to make bedrooms. Oh, there's that sound. So yeah, let's try to make it back to the ship. Maybe I can like check the outside of the hull now that the shield has come up. We're trying to make it back there. Okay. Let's go. Oh. Okay, now we're gonna try to see if we can get to the ship before the dam bursts. Kind of have like a small window. It's a lot easier if you come out through this exit. So I think I'm just supposed to go over here. Right? Or no, I'm supposed to get carried up. Okay. Don't you do it. Don't fall. Okay. And then we gotta like jump up this. Jump up here. I felt so smart when I figured this out the first time. Still don't know what's up with the symbol for the gate. But we're gonna go to the bridge because the bridge will get us back to our ship. All right. Whoa. Okay, that works. To the elevator. Huh? Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna go back to our ship. Hopefully we're going down the right side. Just so dark. Oh, is our ship on the wrong side? Oh, it totally is. Gosh darn it. Oh man, that means you have to go out. Oh, this is so painful. Mostly because it gets like pitch dark. Oh my god, okay. Alright. Can't see anything. Oh, it's because the shield is blocking the sun. That's awful. Oh my god, pitch darkness. Oh my goodness, I can't see anything. I'm definitely gonna hit something. Fuck. 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 What? Okay, let's just focus on the ship. Apparently I'm getting closer. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna hit it. Oh boy, that was close. Okay, there we go. Okay, we gotta fly our ship over to the other side because Ah! Okay, we made it. We made it. Okay, so it's the port that doesn't have the ship in the dock. Whoa. Okay, nothing there. Okay, this is the... Okay, so there's our shield. It's looking pretty poggers. Now, if I remember correctly, the thing said that there's the shield and then there's the backside. And the backside is where the damage is. So technically, I'm guessing... Oh. I'm guessing it's like somewhere over here. Oh boy, this is hard to drive. Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Definitely saw that coming. Shit. Headlights still work? I just can't see anything now. Okay, we've definitely have tried a bajillion times to figure that out. So let's go to the other entrance. There's an entrance here and apparently an entrance on the other side. But we still haven't been able... Okay, alright. Everything's... Can I even fly this thing anymore? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's just get around the corner. Wait. Yeah, there's the other entrance. And there's no, like, damage here, maybe? We got 2 entrances. Yeah, it looks like it's fine. Okay, I'm not really sure. All the stuff I think looks like a hole or damage. It's just a doodad. So yeah, screw it. Oh god. Okay. Sounds like the dam burst. So let's go take the elevator. So I think it's the only way to enter now. I love that you can just hear the rush of the water. Okay. And we're going to be right where we need to be. Except that the water is running pretty hard in the opposite direction. So maybe we can't. I think I have to go... Oh, this is tricksy. How do I get back up? Can I just boost it? Yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, the dam's burst. We're going to try to get into this anchor thing. It's kind of like been the whole mission. Ooh, don't fall. Okay, these things did their job. Being an anchor. Okay. And then we can probably just drop in from here. Okay, here we go. So go in here. And if I understand, there's like a fire. So let's doze off. Is that it? do I do? I wake up. Yes, I did get a fire in this thing. Ooh, here we go. Okay. Oh, do I have to hold it closed when I'm in the water? Oh, that's so much fun. Guaranteed. Watch. Oh, wait, what the hell? There's a... Wait, what's going on? And the thing disappeared? Oh no, it's right there. Whoa. Whoa. What the hell is this? Is a hole underground? Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many. There's so much to figure out what is happening here. Oh, what's happening? Look. The tower. Up this tower stairs. In the tower room. Look. Home. Okay. Okay. You got yourself one of them. Okay. And you took it and you went to bed forever. It's such an odd frame by frame kind of thing. And the lights went dark. Oh, hello. Whoa. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Oh, hello. Oh, is it just going to show me the same thing? Yeah. Oh, okay, I can cancel it. Thank goodness. So that's how I get down. We've got ourselves an interface. I don't know what the code is though. And it looks like there's like a little boat there. Okay, so we gotta try to get across without... Oh no, there's a bridge. What's that? Oh! Oh! What? No, take me back there. Maybe there's like a time limit? Huh. No, it looks like weird. And this thing also changed. Okay. So I have a time limit to explore this area before I wake up. Seems like. A little boat. Which means this cavern gets pretty big. Oh, I can't use... What the fuck? I couldn't use my jetpack? Wait. What? Oh, now the candles aren't even lit. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, this time we're not going to jump to her death. No jumping to death. Stay well-footed. Okay. I gotta take the long way. And then we're gonna go across this bridge. Oh. It's like, no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. And I can't boost over. Aha. And I've run out of time. So we've got these 3 dials. Do any of my codes work? No. And I bet if I dropped into that water, like, it would end. We're gonna see if we can get any of the codes to work. Nope. Huh, it's the only one I know. And you can't get across that. And if I just walk into this, it's just gonna end it, eh? Yeah. Oh, that's much louder. Are these still locked? They still look locked. Aww. Okay, so we got a bit closer. Huh. Not sure what it means. Let's see if we can get ourselves killed. No! Ah! We got close. Can we get in here somewhere? Is there anywhere to go here? Is it just a death trap? Pretty sure it's just a death trap. Oh, I'm definitely in the death trap part of it. Oh no, I can't even get out. Oh, I'm really stuck. Because the pressure is keeping me... Oh, thank goodness. Just in time. Okay, I'm just gonna check up on things. Okay, I think we're good for another round. Good for one more loop. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go see if there's any new clues. Help us figure this out. Subterranean lake, island tower. I discovered a vast subterranean lake beneath the submerged structure. The sealed vault is resting on the shore of the lake. There are 3 interfaces, each marked with one of the 3 symbols from the vault. I rotated the mechanism in front of the vault, causing it to strain against the chains holding it shut. Moments later, rays of green light spilled out of the vault. The secret light coming out of the vault gave me a vision of climbing a spiral staircase to a room near the top of a tower. One of the stranger's inhabitants pointed at a mural at an identical tower beneath a ringed planet, then picked up an artifact and carried it downstairs to a room with a green fire. Sometime later, several lamps in the mural room turned on while others turned off, plunging the mural into darkness and revealing a secret passage. Huh. Picked up an artifact and carried it downstairs to a room with a green fire. So what do you think? What do you think? What do we got to do? What's the game plan? Okay. We couldn't figure out that explosion in the hole, which is driving me nuts. Yeah, even when you look at it from this angle, you don't really see anything. And the good entrance is on the backside. Right? No, actually. That was the good entrance. You don't always necessarily, I guess. Yeah, because it's got the empty. Okay. Good landing. Oops. Oops. There we go. Okay, we made it. Is there anything else I'm missing? Like something obvious? No, eh? Okay, we're gonna just start off by getting our thing. Start looking for anything I've missed. Hey, you know what? I've never actually gone on the outside. Oh! I died. Oh, that was a quick death. Yeah, you know what? I think I might end the stream here. We got the rich food for poor folk tomorrow. That was cool. We saw the quantum moon kind of appear, disappear. That was rare. Yeah, we got rich food for poor folk tomorrow at 6 p.m. EST. Make sure you check that out. It's going to be super pog, super fun. Going to be making some, probably some Dragon Ball, vegan food or pizza. One of the twos. And yeah, hope you enjoyed your stay. Give follow if you like the content. I'm here most mornings and every Saturday